Hey guys, Omni here. So we finally have our first trailer for Fantastic Beasts 3, The Secrets of Dumbledore. After the last film dropped, I know a lot of people had a thousand or more questions about what's been going on, not to mention the continuity errors and stuff from the last movie, as well as just it being a little bit not well received in general. And then all kinds of stuff going on behind the scenes. Like, I definitely understand why this probably took longer than normal, given the pandemic aside, for them to come out with a lot, showing us anything for this. Before we get into this, I do kind of want to address one simple thing in here, and I'm very conflicted about this, especially given like the state of the, the films themselves so far. On top of all of that, is my general feelings on the recasting of Grindelwald. I do think that the film industry, at least as a whole, has done Johnny Depp kind of dirty, and it's not really. It definitely seems to be leaning towards a bias. And let's be honest, like, neither person in that entire debacle is 100% innocent. But there is definitely an imbalance of consequences for sure in this situation. So, while at the same time, like, I'm like, I don't feel right about what happened there, I'm still kind of excited because I'm a huge Mads Mikkelsen fan, so I'm excited to see him in the wizarding world. I just wish the circumstances were a little bit different. I understand what is going on, even if I don't agree with it. But all the same, I'm kind of curious and excited to see what he does with this role, how it differs, and honestly, it is kind of like they did kind of have like a little bit of a built-in out in a way for this to happen anyway, given that technically in the first film he was Colin Farrell for most, like, 95% of the movie. Then obviously he was revealed to be Johnny Depp, and then the whole next movie he was Johnny Depp, so it's not completely unheard of that his face could change again. That all being said, like, I going into this, like, right now with the last movie, it definitely left this franchise with a sour taste in my mouth. On top of all that other stuff, I really wish they would have, like, been consistent. The other party is still making movies with Warner Brothers, so I'm just like, why? Anyway, I know there was a teaser released the other day for the trailer that was coming out today. I just kind of glimpsed through it. I didn't really sit down and watch it because I was like, I'll just wait till the trailer comes out. So the trailer is out, and we're gonna dive into this thing. So let's go ahead and pull it up.
If you listen carefully enough, the past whispers to you.
We're here to see Albus Dumbledore.
That would be my brother.
The world as we know it is coming undone. Grindelwald's pulling it apart with hate.
There's Mads.
If we're to defeat him, you'll have to trust me.
This is the team that's going to take down the most dangerous wizard in over a century. A magizoologist, his indispensable assistant. A wizard descended from a very old family, a school teacher, and a muggle.
Dumbledore asked that I give you something.
Are you kidding me right now?
Wait, what? What's it? I mean,
God chances.
what? What?
Off to save the world, are we?
Things
Oh.
are not quite what they appear. I'm swiveling out, you're swiveling.
Oh my god, dude. War of the Worlds.
Our war with the Muggles begins today!
Oh, that pop.
What is this place?
The room we require.
Dude.
Correct. 3 points to Hufflepuff.
Okay. God, I don't know what's going on, man.
Can I?
Very dangerous. If it got in the wrong hands, mess you up.
Where did you get it?
Look out for Christmas.
All right, it looks fun, at least. I mean, it looks like a good time, man. I love the Wizarding World just in general, so I like what they're exploring with it. I just don't know about these twists and turns, these secrets of Dumbledore, because we kind of explored these withheld secrets of his, presumably within the books themselves. I mean, it's also safe and fair to assume there are more secrets than that we can unlock, you know, obviously this, and then, you know, he's not the only Dumbledore, so who knows what that alludes to. Obviously, Ezra Miller's character is supposedly a Dumbledore, and I've got my theories about how that could be, what that could mean, how that could have happened, given the time period, time frame, the timing of events that we know as far as Dumbledore, his brother, his sister, Grindelwald, and all that. What could have happened there? We won't get into that in this video. I've talked about that. I'm pretty sure I've talked about that at length before. But I'm excited to see what they do with it. I mean, the effects look fine, look great. Mads is just fantastic as always. I just wonder how they're going to explain I mean, there's plenty of magical ways they could do it, but like the in-world reason as to why he changes from Johnny Depp to Mads Mikkelsen. So I'm excited to see how they kind of wrap all this together. Because I know even from like hardcore fans, there was a lot of like tension and contention with the last film. And I really like the first one. Newt has easily also become one of my favorite, you know, characters in the Wizarding World as well. So like I'm glad that we're keeping some of the Fantastic Beasts elements in here, even though it's very much got away from that title. Even in the last one, sure, they played a little bit into the story itself, but they definitely took like a backside. They were kind of more utilized as tools as opposed to the actual plot. But on top of that, I'm also very curious on what they do and how they work in Nagini, and like the relationship with Credence, and then how does that end up, you know, connecting the dots down to Voldemort. There's some really weird things that like I'm really curious to see how they explain it. There had been rumors that this won't be the last Fantastic Beasts movie. I don't know exactly what their plans were. I believe that the original plan was for 5 films to kind of explain everything they need to get to get us to where the actual Harry story picks up with present day Dumbledore. Out of everything that we have here, every mystery in here, I want to know how we get from Dapperdor to to old school like Merlin levels of Dumbledore later. Like we get like sexy Dumbledore who takes care of himself, dresses all prim and proper for the age, and then give him just a couple years later and he's just creeping around these castles in his robes, probably just letting the breeze hit everything. You know, I don't know. It just got some weird questions out there. It's just like, you know, I know the why behind the scenes and all that stuff. And like, you know, but like, it's just like when you're thinking about it in the world, it's like, you know, I don't know. Give it 3 years and all this stress. Maybe he's like, you know what? Screw it. I'm just going to let everything fly. The rest of my years will be sailing until this little kid shows up on my doorstep and just starts ruining everything. Anyway, guys, it was a fun little trailer. I'm excited to see more. I'm excited to check this out whenever it comes to screens. Because, again, I'm a huge fan of the world. I've read all the books, and I'm really excited to see, I don't know, just how they expand this world a little bit more and, you know, what comes of it. But guys, what'd you think? Sound off the comments. Let me know your thoughts down below. We'll carry on the conversation after the video. Feel free to join our Discord. Links to that on my socials in the description. But yeah, before we go, I want to shout out our channel legends, Manny Sherritt, Jason Coleman, Philly Vane, Yuri Corey Scott, Margaret Grace, Mary Bradley, Jeffrey Hale, and various abominations. Thank you guys so much for your continued support. That's it for this video, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Take care, everybody.